MCU Captain America honestly has some of the best storytelling that I have ever seen in any cinematic universe, and is one of, if not the best character, standing shoulder to shoulder with Tony Stark. I would say the same for Thor, but they're always putting my goat in a limbo for no reason at all. Went from absolute greatness, my Asgardian king, to looking like absolute melted ice cream. Diabolical, man. But what does it for me with Cap is the tonal shift that he goes through within the course of the films. Not only in character, but how he just delivers a can of whoop-ass with some that are just borderline overdoing it. I mean, when we start off with World War II, let's be honest, he wasn't doing anything too crazy. And it's not ridiculous to say that. Casually taking down Hydra soldiers left and right, yeeting them off with extreme ease. You know, regular American hero type stuff. He's in the middle of a war, so it makes sense for him not to be doing all that extra craziness that he does in the next few films. I wouldn't expect an American soldier to be doing kung fu moves in the heat of battle just to get
popped in less than a second.
Overall, the movie is good, don't get me wrong. But then Avengers is when Steve walking down Rogers really starts to lock in. Imagine waking up from a 70-year slumber to finding out that the whole world that you once knew is cooked. All your homies, cooked. And worst of all, your girl, who is cooked too. Steve started looking around seeing nothing but interracial couples and gay people walking in the streets. He like, hell nah, this shit would not be happening in my heyday. This is where Steve's inner dog started to come out. First mission out of the gate, he was already pushing the fate with gods and calling their bluff. Coming down, redirecting the beam to Loki goof ass. Bro went on a 4-minute monologue just to get showed up by a human with a shield. And this cornball wanted to be king of Asgard? Shut the fuck up with that shit to me. Cap getting up trying to act all dripped out in that icy fit. Knew that the rich huz was watching. Changed his name to Steve, I just might take your bitch Rogers. And Steve was not scared of Loki. A literal god. But I like to think Cap was just more scared of losing a good 1v1. Throwing the shield, running up on him, and pinching him in the mouth. Loki was so shocked that he got a good lick off. Nigga looking like he smacked his ass or something. Even Cap thinking he might be cooked. Block, you're open, get the fuck back. Sent him flying. But notice how he had to hit the pose, acting like he fucked with the wrong dude from Brooklyn. Throwing the shield again, but Loki smacked it down. Runs and tries to sock him again, but misses. Has enough time to weave Loki's attack to weaving to the side for a hook back shot, but bitch slap to the other side. Hey, I gotta respect the hustle. Cap got disrespected so much for Loki to basically little bro him in 4K. Steve, I don't take no L's Rogers, gets back up with the roundhouse kick to the noggin. Didn't do much, but hey, he putting in more work than someone like Yusa's girl. I can't stop the hate. I'ma keep it going. And Loki was having fun at this point. He was ragdolling Cap around, knowing damn well Thor would put belts of godly cakes on his ass. Black Widow looked worried till she heard a familiar voice. Tony pulling up, blasting Loki and cracking his back. Loki don't realize a real nigga pulled up and was like, alright, chill bro, it's a prank. And remember how I said that Cap didn't give 2 fucks about who he ran the fade with? He deadass watched Thor one-shot Tony, grabbing Loki and dipping out like a deadbeat dad. Widow trying to tell Cap that these are some heavy hitters, straight up gods from the time of old. And Cap says,
there's only one god, man, and I'm pretty sure he doesn't dress like that.
Hey LeBron, we're good, bro. You can go.
A God-fearing man and didn't give 2 fucks. Man, someone give this nigga a gold medal, man. Sauce. After Cap had to witness Thor and Tony having a nigga moment, Cap drops down telling Thor that he's not him. Thor wasn't taking any of that from a mortal, telling Iron Man to shut that shit up. I am a real nigga before I'm a god. Jumping up in the most slow-mo shit ever and tapping the shield, making everyone blow back from the blast. Cap was like, are you fucking done? Let's not forget, Cap was so cold that he was out here checking Tony. Bro got tired of Tony acting like the class clown. Told bro he wasn't funny in front of my wifey. Talking about some, man, who got more balls, you or the suit? You sure your slow ass ain't adopted? Nigga, I know you ain't talking. With your skin tone, chicken bone, leave me alone head ass. Pre-serum, you was getting bullied for lunch money and some pocket change. And Cap was handling business, of course, in New York. Had to aura farm with half the city looking like Metropolis and Man of Steel. Like, look at the amount of aura he's having with Thor right now. Like, bro, this is sauce. But after this movie, Cap was moving different. He realized the world is not the same and started treating niggas like Arkham Batman. Come Captain America Winter Soldier. Bro became an agent for S.H.I.E.L.D. doing top secret missions for Nick Fury. Hopped out the plane with no parachute. I repeat, no parachute. Even his own team knew how much aura he had. He was already performing Arkham level takedowns. This is the point where I know he was about to get active. Running and tossing that shield to bro's chest, with the same shield giving bro CTE. Hitting the ground and Cap gave him another one for good measure. Taking a light jog around the corner like, Cap, what the fuck?
I'm smiling, I got hope, I hope you pussy nigga don't tell me I got joke.
That guy is definitely dead as hell. Straight feet to chest and back surgery for free is crazy work. Hit him with the leg sweep, caught a throw with an over-the-shoulder takedown with a fist to mouth, and ending it off with a roundhouse kick. Steve, you're gonna be eating through a 2. Rogers was not playing. And he's still running like a normal day in Central Park. Tells bro to get the fuck on. How do they not hear this behemoth running at full speed? I don't know. Punching NPC and putting again feet to chest. The same bozo who got socked pulls out a knife thinking it would make a difference. Like bro, you're gonna get your ass beat. Fails miserably just for your same knife to end up in your homie. Pause. Cap got tired of him screaming and kicked his lights out. And it's really funny how we keep getting over the view shots of him just casually running through the shit, because they love making the point that he's just speed running the shit. Vaults over the rail, shield to face, and Cap, bro. This nigga just loves kicking people to the point where he's just
Deleting their lungs.
beating these boys to the inch of their life. Tubby Joe Schmo slow ass turns around to get hit with a special move meter burn. Come here! Gave bro a side injury with some little extra brain damage and completely
Throwing his lifeless body.
counter, block, back hit, and pulled a like zoink Scoob and slamming him on his head.
Possibly disabling him for life.
And Cap decided to be hella extra with placing the shield in his face, which for context is one of the strongest metals on earth, and punching the shit out of it, most likely busting out his fucking eardrums. Like my nigga, there was no reason to do that. And it gets worse for the ops cause Cap started moving like this. Bro, that was a kill shot. Look at the indent it made in the steel fucking wall. No, this was a guaranteed kill shot had Buddy not moved his head. Hopped through the window with a foot to chest and started running. That shield throw really scared the fuck out of this man, and I can't blame him. Getting to a point where Cap is trying to radio in on Widow, just for Batroc to surprise kick Cap off balance, kicking him down again to go for my man's dick. Batroc is taking this shit personal, and this man is just spamming the kick method trying to act like he's Eddie from Tekken. Throwing anything at Cap till he pushed him so bad you can see how frustrated Cap was getting. Runs back in, Cap playing major defense of 3 knee gut checks and throwing him to the other side. Nigga acting like he's really doing something when all he's doing is just spamming the same move over and over again. Which is crazy because bro straight up called Cap a bitch. And Cap immediately took off the helmet. Alright nigga, let's run it. You would think the fight is undecided with how immaculate hands are being thrown. Cracking his shit with an elbow, and look how Steve is just staring at this man. And I swear he's acting like Goku. Don't let him find out he's stronger than you for him to be pulling shit like this. Deleting his knee with another to the chest. Went further to backflip kick, putting bro straight to sleep. Batroc wasn't done yet and clearly wasn't full from the amount of stomp Cap been giving him. Cap speed runs at him, busting through the door.
And night night, nigga.
We're not even at the best parts yet. Oh my god. This is when he finds out S.H.I.E.L.D. is hiding more secrets after Nick Fury's death. So Steve, I don't know shit Rogers is trying to lead the scene as quick as possible. Waiting in the elevator with 3 guys walking in. One of them being his homie. And I swear this man can't stop having the iciest poses like Steve. We see the pose, my nigga. Stop trying to get my girl pregnant, bro. So his homie tries talking to him, acting like nothing's wrong. Till Steve out of nowhere sees one of the guys holding onto his gun. It must have been the wind. 6 more niggas pull up and one of them like, excuse me. Like, yeah nigga, excuse you. You in my personal space, bitch. Hey man, Fury was a real OG. Sorry you had to see that shit, man. Appreciate you, homie. And the funniest part is when Steve looks over and sees sweat going down on my brother's temple. And dog, look at this man's face. Bro, like you see my guy's face of pure rage and disgust just ready to swing on him at any given moment. What if he was just sweaty because he was hot? Like you see how many niggas are in there? He wasn't doing this level of face card with anyone else in the elevator till it came to this nigga. Without context, this moment just looks racist as hell. 3 more guys walk in and this is sounding like a bar joke. And Cap just like, are we gonna fuck or what? Looks around the room knowing he just might have to drop some bodies. Steve, mama ain't raised no bitch, Rogers drops one of the hardest lines in the MCU.
Before we get started, does anyone want to get out?
Tries to taser Cap, but blocked with everyone dogpiling on him trying to stop the elevator. Puts a handcuff on him to stick him to the ceiling, but Steve refused to go out like that. Knee gun and chop to the throat. Give him pure elbow of doom. Foot to chest, hand to neck, elbow to jaw. It's a fucking murder, bro. Headbutt and get off me. Kicking the cuff off, brings out the taser to get blocked. Miss and actually getting head off. Bro was so locked in it looked like he's nearly turned on right now. Had Cap gripping the window, which is crazy. Got bro slamming him into the camera. Arkham countered one dude to another and did a spread eagle. Doing all this with one arm, mind you. Cracking his wrist and fuck off. Had to pull a Spider-Man and managed to get the cuff off. Elbow of despair and hook of death. Dangerous combo. Flipping bro landing on his head. His homie getting back up hitting the don't be rash. Tries to sneak him not once, but twice getting his back blown from the ceiling. Cap is the only person who got the dog in him to do some shit like this. Your favorite character can't do that shit. And we definitely can't forget about him and the Winter Soldier because this fight was beyond Peep. Black Widow gets shot and she over here acting like a fish gasping for air. Trying to look around and bro popped out ready to send her back to the lobby. Until Steve, you about to get your ass beat, Rogers sprints in and runs into a full-blown punch, slaps it out the way and kicking him. And this man Bucky has to have aimbot, cause he sits up like Michael Myers already sprang with Cap huddled down like a turtle. Cap running for cover and Bucky brings out the Uzi. Very unsuccessful, obviously, kicking the gun out of his hand just for Bucky to pull out another handgun. This nigga is a walking armory. I expect him to start pulling out a bazooka out of his ass or some shit. Steve gives him another knuckle sandwich in return, catching the shield, block, and tag him again. Flipping over Steve and taking my guy's shield. Saucing him up with the back block again, and I know Bucky went to talk shit to Steve so bad, like,
look at me, nigga. Look how I'm glowing like Bruce Leroy, nigga. I got the glow. I'm supposed to be here.
Runs back towards the danger with bro trying to take half his body off. Face of what the fuck and pure terror. Brings out the knife and my man was ready to get busy. And Cap is open hand blocking all of these shots. Watches Bucky flipping the knife in the air to catch him off guard, but Cap is still not falling for that bullshit. I need my liver, no thank you. Knuckle sandwich and you better watch your ass. Running and landing a beautiful flying knee. I know Dana White's somewhere ready to sign him as we speak. Block? Nope. Punched that man so fast it was hard for me to catch on first glimpse. Come here, bitch. Gets back up and hand to throat. Reels him in to show him that he's not that guy and tossing him over a car. Leaps up and comes down trying to crush my man's skull. But Steve is making this dude work for his kill. Blocks a low and both synced it to hitting each other on the side. Like, do y'all see the fucking sauce? Do you know how magnificent your speed has to be for that? Tagging Cap and brings out knife number 2 with the get back. Blocks what could have been Cap's last moment on Earth and goes overboard with an electric slide. They trying to bring back the 90s for sure. Ducks leading into a well-executed suplex and bro is ready to get that shield back. This nigga felt naked without it. And Bucky was going full sweat mode. Overhand with a punch, got Steve over here switching his hands. Knew that he rocked his shit. Block, ducking, tagging him on the chin and got your nose. Flipping him over and making his mask hit the ground. Now even when the movie came out, I knew that this was Bucky the entire time. Even a 5th grader could have seen that coming. But Cap was in disbelief. Bucky? Bucky this dick. Fast draw and kicked out of the way. Tries to up the pole again and gets shot at with the grenade launcher. Like, dog, my queen is just so fucking bad. Like, I need her. This man Cap had women just fawning over this nigga. Like, he bagged Peggy. Bro went 2 for 2. He said, want to see me do it again? And bagged her niece? Talk about generational. Bro shot from full court and still made the shot. Cap was not playing. Watch how he drops out of the air and
Fully lands on this nigga's chest like,
bro. Like, you see the velocity he's falling at? Blocking and kicking the cart to air him out this bum. I know his
liver is just screaming for help.
Civil War has a lot of Cap just violating everyone left and right, but I'd rather make a separate video for Civil War because that movie is just way too fucking goated. I'm sorry. I can honestly go on and on about Cap across all the movies, but again, I'd rather just make separate videos since it involves everyone and all the other Avengers. But I'd definitely catch y'all in the next Marvel video. Let me think of what next Marvel character I should work on.
Miles, you're gone.